If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. This video is not intended for children under the age of 17 years old. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, come from my room to yours. And today, here we go, we got some NECA action for you folks. We have Leatherface with Pretty Woman Mask. Who will survive and who will be left of them? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary action figure. Okay, so this is the Pretty Woman variant and is available in stores now. People are finding these at Targets. They're finding them at Walmart. And believe it or not, folks, I happened to find this one at good old GameStop. Yes, I did. Yes, hit up your local GameStops. They also had like the Brother and a couple other things, but they were sold out on the Brother when I got there. But other than that, they had a pretty good price on it. What price tag did they have it? $37.99. And if you have points and if you're a part of their program, you can probably get this guy a little bit cheaper, just like I did. If you're hearing something right in the background, it is my fan, because we're pushing almost another 100-degree weather day here in Tracy, California. Again, these heat waves that we've been having, and we're getting ready to have another one this coming week, folks. And I got a whole lot of exciting reviews coming this week. We'll have the Terrifier Mezco 112 scale review. We will also have the Ultimate NECA Terrifier review and a few others. All right, so right here at MOE'S Toy Room, here we have Pretty Woman Leatherface kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, as he has finally made it here to MOE'S Toy Room. He tends to bring a chainsaw. He brings his little sledgehammer, whacks you with. He has his whole outfit attire. This is that special edition version that used to come in that all plastic backing with the card insert in it. You will not get the card insert in it with this one, but you might get a backdrop in this one that you can use. The other one, the card insert is very large, but I think it is the same figure. They may have spiced it up a little bit more on the look, but this is the Pretty Woman variant, which is tremendously hard to get. This variant is the cross-dresser, I call it, Leatherface, and it's always a very sought-after figure, no matter if it's an Ultimate, no matter if it's this version, the all-clothed version, no matter if it's a Mezco 112, even the mask, the mask even are hard to get, some of the original ones of the Pretty Woman one. And I believe that there was a Pretty Woman one that Ruby's re-released a couple years back that was hitting Walmart stores and was hitting ridiculous numbers for a $50 mask the moment it came out, and people were waiting to get one. I still haven't gotten one, so just saying, folks, goes to show you years later as to how hard it is to find. All right, so we're going to turn it around to the side of this box, and 50th anniversary, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre NECA. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the back includes chainsaw and mallet. Yeah, there you go, it's the mallet. All right, so there is an exciting looking pose you could do with this action figure with the right diorama. Hopefully it gives us that diorama that they got back there, for that way we can pose our Leatherface like that. All right, so the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary, also the same thing, NECA all through and through. So if you look on the one side, he got him looking dead at you, and then on the other side he got you kind of looking to the side like he's looking somewhere else, thinking that you're not paying attention. All of a sudden he hits you with that face right there, and then you're doomed, folks. He's locked in on you. All right, so let's unbox this bad boy and see what he brings. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape. Yeah, Leatherface is checking in to the very top of his hair right there, very top. Slightly under 8¼ inches, and he's pretty much a little under 21 centimeters. All right, so he tends to be a little bit larger than the Ultimates, But let me show you what he brings before we kind of compare the two. All right. So first off, he brings the mallet. Very good. It's a little bendy for being really hard, what you're used to with Neca. I do like the very top of it where it kind of looks like, you know, it was done right. The whole mallet shaft right there just got like you can see all the indentations like real wood, you know. Yeah, it looks really good. So I can't say that they could have went more screen accurate with it due to the fact that he looks so clean and fit here. So with having the real clothing, I think this is the better option to go with the cleaner look on this one. Just saying, versus being all wore out like he would have in the movie. All right, so he also brings a chainsaw, and we've seen this one before. So, but yeah, he tends to bring this. Really cool looking chainsaw, looks real cool, and it comes out right here. So just remember that, folks. You got a little hole right there, and this is going to plug right in because you're going to need that. And I'm going to tell you right now, this Leatherface is not going to be able to hold this chainsaw, there you go, with two hands. So I did, the moment I pulled him out, I did a TikTok video at the same time. And you're going to need that because he's only going to be able to hold it from here due to the fact that his hands are sealed shut on both. So they literally can't get him to grab one on the top and hold one in the back due to the fact that nothing comes undone back here. So if it does, leave it in the comments. Let me know, or did I get a defected one? You could look right there. Look, like the hands literally don't open. They're closed all the way together, both hands in there. So I mean, what do you do then? Like literally I can't peel the fingers apart, nothing. Just you're gonna have to weave that saw all the way through the chainsaw on that. So yeah, that's what we have there. And then he also brings that cool looking backdrop of the house. What is it, the Hewitt residence or whatever they call them, or but yes, he also brings out which of the original Chainsaw Massacre house. Let me know if you guys got this figure. Right now I'm a little disappointed due to the fact that I really wanted him to hold this saw with both hands, but he can't. So alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you, this is the Neca Ultimate. You can see the size difference on the actual Ultimate versus the all-clothed version. But I do have another all-clothed version that it's really weird because, yeah, he's really bulky. But this is the part, this is the movie Leatherface version right there. So, yeah, you got that. You could see that going on. He's much more beefier, much more bigger than the Pretty Woman Leatherface right there. So, yeah, you could kind of compare the two if you really want to see them. But there you go. This one tends to have an amazingly long freaking chainsaw. Look at the size difference on that. But in the movie Leatherface, yeah, that saw was just insanely large. And then on the inside, I believe, well, yeah, this ain't the saw that says the Saw is family on it. So, but anyway, yeah, there you go. There's the comparisons amongst your Leatherfaces. All right, so let's hit up this review for that we can get right down to the nitty gritty. Okay, so he is going to hold his mallet really good right away. You could stick that in there and then he will hold the mallet. And the problem that I do have with these Neca figures is it's always his foot right here. It always tends to be a little loose. So around the joint right there, due to the fact that it only goes up and down in that joint right there, that for some reason this one's always loose and it tends to loosen them up to stand. So over time he's going to lean forward or lean backwards due to that one foot. All right, so just saying, I've had that problem with these clothing versions. Yeah, remember these guys are tipping $40 now. So I understand that he is a reissue. So the other one came out in the like all clear packaging. Maybe they did some upgrades on this one. But yeah, on this one, I'm not like with the dates, I can't really see with the dates what they're actually saying here. So the date on this one says 1974 for the Chainsaw Massacre, and then on the bottom of this other foot it says Neca 2014. So yes, this is the reissue. That's going to answer a lot of your questions. They just reboxed it. Okay, so yeah, that was a question I had. So yeah, same figure. There you go, folks. That's what it says on the bottom of the feet. All right, so let's hit that review. All right, so head does go down, does look up pretty good. He doesn't hit the Michael Myers. He does a little bit on that side. Obviously, you can't get his hair to spin around. Arms will go beyond 90. He does have really good articulation in the arm area. You're not going to be able to swing his arms all the way around due to the fact with the clothing material that he has. He is etched out in real clothing, real button-up shirt. Feels like he does have real buttons amongst this shirt, which is unusual. They put that in there. Neca did that amongst the collar, and in the collar he does have his necktie that Leatherface would have that identifies him. All right, he is on a single joint in the elbow, and at the right here at the bicep, he does have bicep rotation, bicep swivel, and that would be right about right there below the shoulder. Same as the other arm. Yes, you can get this guy to hammer down things, and yes, but the thing is with this one, he does have rotation at the waist versus other ones that just have that one cutout there and then it goes to the legs, and there's usually no mobility here, but they threw it in with this one right away. And then you can see his dress up slacks right there. He does have them on. Maybe he just came back from church or something. You know how it is. You get a lot of churchgoers that they go to church and they preach their sins and everything else, and all of a sudden they go home and they're madmen all over again, beating on their wives and killing people and drug habits and everything else. But I'll leave that for another topic. But anyway, I don't know, maybe he's in a Sunday outfit. So there you have it right there. And then right here in his shoes, yes, he does have some pretty cool looking shoes on, but his hips don't lie, folks, so I forgot to mention it. He does have a lot of swivel amongst the hips. You can get your Leatherface to move. I would have preferred him to be a lot more chubbier on this version. I think that would have been a lot more fitting for him, because this one makes him look like almost too tall. You get what I'm saying? So if he was a bit more chubbier and everything else, he'd look more like the original Leatherface. He does have single joints in the knees, and then obviously the feet only go up and down. Okay. But the good thing is you can get him to stand when you need him to stand. Yeah, there you go there. So what I'm going to have to do right now, it's going to take me a minute. I'm going to undo this. You got to weave it through his hand carefully. You don't want to break this, okay? So you want to weave it through his hand, and all he's going to do is hold it like this from the one hand, due to the fact that, actually, let me see if I can do it right here. So due to the fact that his hand is not, will not open. So what I did was I did that, and I weave it through, and then I connect it. And then, let's see here. That's about what we're going to get with our Leatherface. So literally I can't pose him holding onto it like this. So it kind of sucks. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to pose him with the mallet when I put him in the collection. But he is overall a very nice looking figure, and it is really cool due to the fact that you can get this guy that was made in 2014 and get him now in case you missed him the first time around, which I absolutely do applaud NECA for that, because on the black market on eBay and everything else, this guy was going to run you probably around $100, if not even more, mint in package. But me, I take them out of the package, and even loose, they were going for the $70 and $80 range, folks. Yes, and to get them again for under $40, you can't beat it. So hit up your local Walmarts, hit up in the collector section, hit up your local Targets in the collector section. hit up GameStop. Don't forget about GameStop. GameStop now carries NECA. So hit up your local GameStops. I do want to do some toy hunts there to show you what they got, because they have been getting a lot of stuff in. And for some reason, people are sleeping on them again. And also, you could check out the Big Bad Toy Store. Pardon me. I believe the Big Bad Toy Store also has them in stock with the $4 flat shipping rate. Yeah, I'm going to have to sign on to be an affiliate or whatever with the Big Bad Toy Store. For that way, you'll be able to click on the link below, and it would help out the channel. But I got to do all that and get around to it. And also, yes, I believe they have them in stock. And then the NECA Shop NECA has them in stock right now amongst with the Crazy Brother, the Hitchhiker. Yes, but if you want Chop Top, he's a lot more trickier to get. I believe he is a Walmart exclusive, and he's not even hitting shelves. Those employees are just running them out the back because they're selling them on eBay for about $250. Yeah, for a $40 figure. That's how hard to find the Chop Top version is. Of part 2 of the movie, the second part. All right, folks, so hopefully you enjoyed this review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Leatherface. They're available now. The figure is super nice. What more could we ask for? Look at that. Yeah. If only he would hold the saw with both hands. If only he would. Yeah, but I'm still very fortunate and very happy that I do now own him. So he looks extremely cool. Yeah. Yeah, it just sucks that I missed out the first time around, but that's the way it goes. All right, folks, so please like, comment, subscribe. We got a whole lot more coming. The Terrifier Mezco 112 scale action figure will be, the unboxing and review will hit this week here on this channel. It's a brand new item that just came out. Also, the Ultimate Terrifier Art the Clown from NECA will be also hitting the same week, folks. So we're going to have a lot of Art the Clown this week. I plan on getting around to another toy hunt. We did drop a haunted house review from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Check that video out down below. We are also headed to Halloween Horror Nights. We are also headed to Magic Mountain, and a few other little side haunts, a few other little attractions in between. Halloween is my season here on Moe's Toy Room. It is my favorite day of the year, but we live horror in this house 365 days a year amongst my Star Wars collection, which I got to get around to doing a full video on that one. But also, all right, folks, so that'll do it from here from Moe's Toy Room for this unboxing and review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's 50th anniversary Leatherface and Pretty Woman mask. Yeah, mask. All right. All right, from Moe's Toy Room to yours. Good night, everyone, and happy Halloween.